Hello everyone. I am going to do another kind of videos because I've been like doing a lot of debt discharge and all this stuff about the world that we're living in. But I want to do a health nutrition video. I had a YouTube channel of health, but I don't use it anymore. So I'm just going to be putting out some of these videos because I do have another capacity. I have, multi, what do you want to say it? So the most important health. I'm not a medical doctor, but I've been working as a therapist for 22 years in the natural health modalities. I do a lot of therapies and I have learned a lot through the years. I'm not a medical doctor, but I do certify many modalities. So I want to talk about health, okay, this video. So as you can see, here's the stomach. I want to talk about digestion, okay? Because a lot of the people don't know that when you're young, you pretty much can eat anything, seems like it. But as time goes by and you're in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, your stomach, because of all the things that you have done to your body and the environmental problems and all that, your stomach is the one, is like the second brain. They said it's the second brain. And I believe that because anything that affects your stomach affects everything in your life, your gut. So I just want to explain a little bit of all the training that I've had about digestion. So I was a vegan, vegetarian for 25 years. I'm no longer that because I got very, very sick, not from being vegetarian, because 5 years ago I had the jab and my body was really weak because during that time of 5 years ago, I started eating a lot of fruits, like fruitarian, just fruits. So I lost a lot of muscle. So I was in a weak state. So I got really, really sick. I got neurological problems. I couldn't walk. I mean, it was just um, um I've been dealing with a lot of those stuff because of, in a sense, my lack of nutrition. So I changed now. I'm not a vegan vegetarian anymore. So I just want to make this video so we can talk about nutrition. So and digestion. Okay. Let me see if I can write something here on this side. I got this from the internet. So digestion is something that we need to understand. So we know what to eat because what is really not only the type of food that we're eating, but also the combination of the foods is what's keeping our stomachs, your body weak and sick because we have to learn where different foods digest so we can eat them together or not because the fermentation is the one that's making you not a lot of people when you're older. When you're young, you can pretty much eat. My mother used to say, you can eat rocks and nothing happens to your stomach because you're young, you just started in life and everything. So the combinations is food. The quality is important, but and what you eat. But I'm telling you, the combination is what's really, really making us sick because things digest in different areas of your stomach, your colon, and all. This is the teaching that I'm going to give today. Later, I'll be uploading other videos about other things. So I want to talk about fermentation. When things ferment in your stomach, that's what when after you eat, when you're older, you get this feeling of nauseated feeling, right? It's because it's fermented. Okay, it has fermented. So we're going to separate the foods and we're going to just explain where do they digest. Okay. So this is the colon, the transverse colon right here. Let me see. This is the descending colon, colon. Okay. And then ascending colon right here. I think I'm doing it. I'm saying it uh, right in English. Okay. This is the small intestine right here. Okay. The pancreas right here, your stomach, your liver. Okay. And the pancreas right here. Okay. So raw foods like fruits and salads and raw vegetables, they digest in the small intestine, okay? They digest right here, okay? The raw foods, anything that is raw. The proteins digest in the colon, right here in the colon, okay? The proteins, okay? So the carbs, okay, so we have proteins that digest right here. A piece of meat, like meats digest in 14 hours. They take a long time. And fruits and vegetables, they digest pretty fast, but they digest right here in the small intestine. And not only raw vegetables and fruits digest there, but carbs, potatoes, the simple fat carbs, uh, sweet potatoes, all the carbs digest right here. Okay. So this is your mouth right here, esophagus right here. So you're going to have a salad. Let's say that you're going to have, let's talk fermentation. Let's say that you're going to eat a salad with some bread. That's a no-no. Why? Because it will ferment right here, because they both digest right here in the small intestine. So they're going to have fermentation. That's why when you're older, not when you're young, but when you're older, you have that feeling after you eat of, kind of dizzy, you don't feel good in your gut because it's fermenting, right? So, but if you eat a steak, let's say a steak or protein, fish, chicken, so the chicken and the meat, the protein right here, it digests right here. You can have a salad with it. You can have a piece of fruit with it, right? Because it digests in different areas of your gut, right? So it won't ferment. Okay. So you can easily have a protein with a salad or with a fruit salad, let's say, or a salad. Okay. And you can also have a piece of meat with some bread, some potatoes, because it's going to digest right here. But you cannot combine fruits, raw foods that digest here with carbs, complex carbs, and also simple carbs, because they're going to ferment. Okay. So knowing that, and also let's say that you go to a restaurant and you want to order some potatoes, a baked potato with a salad. You can even do this. You can order the salad and tell the waiter to, to take a while bringing the rest of the food, right? So that way your salad that digests really fast, it will take that, it will be in the stages of starting digestion, not completely, but digestion, so you won't ferment as much. So you won't feel that nauseated feeling, right? So this is what I had for you today. So we need to, one of the things that is really not only insulin resistant and glucose and all that is making us sick, and what we're eating, but also the combinations of the food. That's very, very important. I have some people that I work with, and they always ask me, should I do this? The first thing I tell them is just watch out your combinations. I suggest to them all the time, if you're going to eat some fruit, eat it by itself or a salad eaten by itself. This thing of the American diet, and even in my country, of having a salad with rice, beans, and all this stuff together. That's a lot of combination of foods that digest in different places. Okay, so what we learn, we have to, you know, de-learn. I don't know how you say it in English, but we need to forget. We need to learn again. So fermentation is one of the things that that is really ruining the gut, among other things, like leaky gut and stuff like that, right? But fermentation just, but sometimes it's so hard for us, for every human to, not think about that. Just want to eat. You just want to eat. I know, I understand. Um, so in the next video of health, I'm going to show you a diet that I'm experimenting with, and I have been vegan slash vegetarian, fruitarian, keto. I've been in keto for 2 years. I do intermittent fasting for 3 years now, every day, and it helps a lot. That's great. But I'm gonna tell you about a diet or a lifestyle. I don't know if I'm gonna continue, that really takes care of a lot of problems, because you do it for a certain amount of time. And if you want to continue, you continue. But it will fix a lot of your digestive problems and brain fog and lack of energy and inflammation is a big thing. So I'm going to talk in another video about the diet that I'm doing, and it is working for me, and it's a great way to get rid of all the junk that we eat and we're the addiction of food. See, we're addicted to sugar. We are addicted to carbs, breads, potatoes. We are addicted. The body does not need all that. And I have been a vegetarian slash vegan, or you can think of it, for years and years. And I had to relearn all these things in my life because I was feeling really, real sick from the jab also, but also from food, the addiction of food. I don't have like an addictive personality like a lot of people do, but I found out that I do because like a lot of people, it's an addiction, food addiction, um, sugar addiction, carb addiction. I mean, those things kills your gut and your body. So I've been feeling really good because I changed my diet. And I will explain in another video why. If you want to get rid of all that, this is the way to go. And I am the first one to say that I did not believe it, but I'm a believer now because I'm experimenting. Because I only share the things that I have done and experimented with the discharge or that or all these things that I'm learning. Also with the diet and the food, I only share what I experimented and things that have worked for me. Other than that, I don't share it until, I experimented it or have success doing it. So just remember fermentation. One of the things, if you that I use a lot when I eat, oh, maybe a month ago, because I'm not eating like that anymore. One of the things that when I felt that icky feeling of, when you eat things that you should not be eating together, um, I I drink some kombucha. I make my own kombucha, but sometimes I buy it just because I want some other kind of kombucha. But if you drink maybe half a cup of kombucha, it will help you a lot because kombucha is a probiotic and it helps you with digestion. There's a lot of things also you can take. Enzymes, you can take a lot of things, but mostly the combination of foods. And there's a lot of videos about insulin resistance. But I don't think a lot of people are talking about fermentation. Okay. And then fermentation causes inflammation of the gut, inflammation of all the parts of your body. So many years of doing that kind of food. So, fermentation of the foods because they digest, like I said, in different places. Then you begin to understand, you begin to understand that what we eat together in a meal at the same time is really making us sick. And like I said, if you want to eat a piece of fruit, a salad, you eat it separate by itself, so it won't ferment. Or a salad by itself, never with a meal, except like I said, if it's a piece of meat, fruit, and fruits and vegetables, raw vegetables, it goes well with the protein. That's totally fine because they won't ferment. So I wanted to make this video because I have a lot of people that I work with, and they are getting better with these things. And in my next video of health, I will, like I said, I will tell you what the only diet that works. If you want, but you can be a lifetime of this diet. Is the only one that was gonna keep you out of sugar, out of the addiction of food and sugar and carbs. Is the only one that works. And I will explain why it works. So thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe, like this video. If you want to ask me questions, ask them here at the in YouTube. I've been working for 25 years with health. So just ask me any question. I don't know everything, but my experience is 22 years of therapies, uh, helping people, helping myself first, my family. So just ask me any question. Maybe I know, maybe I won't. But thank you so much for paying attention, and see you in the next video. And keep your attitude up. And if you have any problems, any health problems, let me know. I can help you. Like I said, I don't charge for anything. I'm not gonna say people shouldn't be charging. I mean, I can charge for everything, but I'd rather give it for free. Maybe that's a mistake, but people tell me it's charge, and I'm saying, yeah. I mean, I don't use reserve notes, so what's the point of charging if I don't use them? But yeah, but if it helps you or anything, you can send me a money order from the post office. Thank you so much. You have a great afternoon.